Alright, this movie is laughably bad. Might as well just say it now. Alright, here we go. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. This movie, my god. I don't want to be too critical, and I'm also trying to make this short. No spoilers, by the way, maybe. I'll save the spoilers till the very end. But this movie, they had every opportunity to get Venom right. And one thing, I'm going to talk about none of the problems I had with this movie, because there's barely any good in this movie. So I'm disappointed to say that, but Jesus, this movie can... It could have been so much better. And one thing holding this movie back was a PG-13 rating. And I was waiting to say I'm gonna review the first Venom movie after this. I was gonna do it beforehand and have this Venom 1 be the review before this movie, but I'm gonna do it reverse. I don't know why. Because I do know why. Because I want this review to be... I'm ready to talk about this movie now. And I never thought to say that Venom 1 would be a better movie than Venom 2. And why? Why are we here right now? Venom 2 is the most disappointing movie I've seen all year. And I'm confident enough to say that. There's nothing really going for this movie besides the last half of the movie, when Venom and Carnage actually fight. And Carnage and Venom are two of my favorite Spider-Man villains or characters ever. They could have had a blockbuster thrill ride of a movie, but instead we have a overly comical, slow-paced disappointment of a movie when we could have got so much more. And yeah, this movie should have been rated R because Carnage and Venom are characters that eat heads and they kill people. And what did they do with Venom and Eddie Brock's character? They basically did the same thing that they did in the first movie, except dialed it up to 11. Yeah, and that's also where most of the humor works around, which the humor, I did laugh a lot in this movie, but that's the detriment. These Marvel movies nowadays are oh my gosh. They're just getting too funny. And I don't think that's a good thing. But with like I said, the last half of this movie is the most watchable part. That's where the movie actually has some goodness to it. And what else? Let me think. Cletus Cassidy. And Woody Harrelson playing Cletus Cassidy was the best part of the movie, in my opinion. I think Woody Harrelson did a great job as this character. And I liked the climax between Venom and Carnage when they had their big fight. Also, Cletus's girlfriend in the movie, who plays Scream, I did not feel that she was as important in the movie because they didn't make her out to be that important. But she is made to be a big part of the movie, but she's forgettable. They could have had a compelling part of Cletus Cassidy's character and Scream's character in this movie, but they did nothing with that as well. And like I keep saying, they could have done so much with this movie, but instead they had Venom at a rave, and that is not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. That's just... Oh my god. They had Venom at a party and with neon bracelets and necklaces, and that's the dumbest. It's funny because the people who made this movie probably were on drugs making it. And I hate saying that, but whatever. So, my rating after I give my rating, then I'll talk about spoilers. My rating for this movie is a C-. But, okay, now, this movie got great at the post-credit scene. Really great. Yeah, the best part of this movie is the post-credit scene. Which spoilers now. The post-credit scene of Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage is Venom and Eddie Brock having a vacation, and they're sitting in this bed. As they're watching TV, the screen goes white. Like, the entire screen goes white. And then when they come back, they're snapped back. And then they see Spider-Man on the screen. Spider-Man from Far From Home. And now Venom's in the MCU. And then Venom licks the screen, which I really like. And that's they got the character right in that moment. And I look forward to see what they do in the future with Venom now being in the MCU. I cannot wait to see Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Venom, Tom Hardy's Venom on screen together. And that'll be a really cool sight to see. And that's really all I had to talk about with this movie. I'm still trying to think of some positives I have. Yeah, Tom Hardy is great as Venom, but they overplayed the comedy. What else? I'm trying to think of other positives. Cletus Cassidy and Woody Harrelson playing him. Carnage was cool. But yeah, that's about all the positives I can give in this movie. Yeah. Yeah, this movie was just a lacking movie. It lacked so many crucial elements to it that I think would have heightened the movie. Like, it lacked an emotional resonance. It lacked a great story. It was more... I hate to say it like this, but this movie, to me, wasn't necessarily supposed to be very fun or funny. It was supposed to be fun through a great storyline, and it was supposed to be fun on how brutal it was supposed to be. Because Venom fighting Carnage could have been the best thing to ever happen on screen. And maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration. But they just wasted what could have been a great movie. And that's surprising because Andy Serkis, who directed this movie, who also played in Black Panther and Avengers, I can't remember his Marvel character, his name, but I was looking forward to him directing this movie. But gotta say I was disappointed. But yeah, that's it, I guess. That's all I had. Those were my thoughts on Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage. And feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. I know this movie came out about a couple months ago, maybe, at the time that I'm releasing this. Let's hopefully I edit this and get this out quickly. But yeah, those were my thoughts on Venom 2, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And this has been Matt with Matt Made, and like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.